Welcome back to BMB Spoilers channel. Today we will dive deep into the captivating drama unfolding on The Bold and the Beautiful for the week of Monday, May 5th to Friday, May 9th, 2025. This week promises a roller coaster of emotions, shocking revelations, and intense confrontations as the characters navigate love, loss, and family secrets in the glamorous yet tumultuous world of Los Angeles fashion and romance. From Hope's heart-wrenching dilemmas to Daphne Rose's unyielding pursuit of Carter, and the unexpected visitor at the Cliff House, there's no shortage of intrigue to unpack. So, grab your coffee, settle in, and let's explore the juicy details of what's to come in this iconic soap opera. Hope's emotional turmoil, a secret that could change everything. Hope Logan finds herself at a crossroads this week, torn between lingering feelings for her ex, Liam Spencer, and the possibility of rekindling her romance with Carter Walton. Recently, Hope has been grappling with loneliness after her latest heartache, her thoughts drifting back to the stability and love she once shared with Liam. During a candid moment with Carter, she admitted that Liam was on her mind, casting a shadow over any chance of reconciliation with Carter. However, when she sought solace by visiting Liam at Steffi Forrester's home, she was met with unexpected advice. Liam, ever the voice of reason despite his own struggles, reminded her that life is too fleeting to cling to bitterness. He urged her to give Carter another chance, emphasizing the importance of moving forward. Hope seemed to waver, her heart torn between past love and present possibilities. But the plot thickens as Steffi, Liam's steadfast supporter, feels compelled to reveal a devastating truth. Liam has been battling a fatal diagnosis in secrecy, a burden he's chosen to bear alone to protect those he loves. Steffi, however, believes that Hope, as the mother of Liam's daughter Beth, deserves to know the gravity of his condition. Next week, viewers will witness a poignant scene as Steffi, with tears streaming down her face, prepares to disclose this life-altering news to Hope. The weight of this revelation could shatter Hope's world. Will she abandon her budding feelings for Carter to stand by Liam in his final days? Could this be the catalyst for a heartfelt reunion, driven by compassion and shared history, as they face this tragedy together? The emotional stakes couldn't be higher, and fans will be on the edge of their seats as Hope processes this bombshell. Daphne Rose's relentless pursuit, a love triangle heats up. Meanwhile, a storm is brewing in the form of Daphne Rose, a fierce and determined newcomer who refuses to let anyone stand in the way of her desires. Daphne has set her sights squarely on Carter Walton, and she's not about to let societal norms or unsolicited advice deter her. Brooke Logan and Katie Logan, protective of Hope and wary of Daphne's intentions, have issued stern warnings for her to steer clear of Carter. They envision a future where Carter and Hope reunite, believing their bond is worth salvaging. But Daphne isn't one to heed warnings or seek approval. With a steely resolve, she brushes off their concerns, her focus laser-sharp on winning Carter's heart. Her confidence is almost magnetic, and she's prepared to fight for what she wants, consequences be damned. Daphne's boldness reaches new heights this week as she makes her intentions crystal clear to Carter. Previously, Carter showed mild resistance to her advances, though one might question if allowing her passionate kisses and constant adoration truly counts as pushing back. Now, Daphne is done playing subtle. She lays her cards on the table, imploring Carter to let go of his lingering feelings for Hope and embrace the fiery connection they could share. She paints a vivid picture of a future free from past baggage, one where Carter can finally prioritize his own happiness. Will Carter succumb to Daphne's seductive charm and undeniable persistence, or will his heart remain tethered to Hope, even as she wrestles with her own complicated emotions? This love triangle is a ticking time bomb, and Daphne's audacity ensures that no one will emerge unscathed. Luna's unexpected arrival, a family bond in question. Over at the Cliff House, tension simmers as Steffi Forrester draws a hard line with her husband, Finn, regarding his newly discovered daughter, Luna. Steffi has been unequivocal in her stance. She wants no part of Luna in their lives, especially not under their roof. The scars of past betrayals and dangers linked to Finn's biological family, particularly his mother Sheila Carter, run deep for Steffi. She sees Luna's presence as a potential threat to the peace and safety she's fought so hard to maintain for her family. Yet, against all odds, Luna shows up at the Cliff House next week, catching everyone off guard. Did she sneak in uninvited, mirroring the intrusive tendencies of her grandmother Sheila, who has a notorious habit of appearing where she's least wanted? Or did Luna plead her case for a chance to connect with Finn, hoping to appeal to his paternal instincts? Finn, caught between his wife's boundaries and his innate compassion, finds himself in an agonizing predicament. When faced with Luna's earnest pleas, he struggles to maintain a cold facade. Luna, with a mixture of vulnerability and determination, reminds Finn that he's not the kind of man to abandon his own flesh and blood. Her words strike a chord, stirring memories of Finn's own longing for family connection after years of feeling like an outsider. Will this encounter spark a clandestine bond between father and daughter, kept hidden from Steffi to avoid further conflict? Or will Finn muster the strength to uphold his commitment to Steffi, even if it means turning away from Luna and risking her heartbreak? The dynamics of this fragile family are tested, and the ripple effects of Luna's visit could redefine loyalties and stir up long-buried resentments. A week of heartache and hope. As the week of May 5 to May 9, 2025, unfolds on The Bold and the Beautiful, viewers are in for an unforgettable journey through the tangled web of relationships in the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families. Hope's world could be upended by the heartbreaking news of Liam's condition, forcing her to reevaluate her priorities and perhaps rediscover a love she thought was lost. Daphne Rose's unapologetic chase of Carter adds a layer of fiery conflict, challenging the status quo and threatening to disrupt Hope's potential reconciliation. Meanwhile, Luna's bold move to connect with Finn at the Cliff House raises questions about family, forgiveness, and the lengths one will go to for acceptance. Each storyline weaves together themes of love, loyalty, and the haunting specter of past mistakes, ensuring that fans remain glued to their screens. What do you think will happen next? Will Hope stand by Liam in his darkest hour, or will Carter win her heart despite Daphne's relentless efforts? Can Finn balance his role as a husband with the pull of fatherhood, or will Luna's presence ignite a new family feud? Next, we will explore the whirlwind of emotions surrounding Carter Walton's romantic entanglements on The Bold and the Beautiful. This week, the spotlight shines on Carter as his heart seems to be caught in a relentless tug-of-war between past love and newfound temptation. With Hope Logan still lingering in his thoughts and the alluring Daphne Rose making bold moves, Carter's journey is a maze of desire, regret, and indecision. Join us as we delve into the complexities of his divided affections, uncover new layers to his character, and speculate on what this emotional chaos means for his future in the high-stakes world of Los Angeles fashion and romance. Buckle up for a deep dive into Carter's story, filled with passionate conflicts and unexpected twists that will keep fans buzzing for days. Carter's Heart, a battlefield of love and longing. Carter Walton is giving fans emotional whiplash with his unpredictable romantic choices on The Bold and the Beautiful. One moment, he's pouring his heart out, yearning for Hope Logan to return to his side, reminiscing about the fiery connection they once shared. The next, he's caught in a steamy embrace with Daphne Rose, a newcomer whose charisma seems to pull him in despite his reservations. It's a dizzying dance of affection, leaving viewers and perhaps Carter himself questioning his true intentions. Is he genuinely seeking a soulmate to build a future with, or is he merely chasing fleeting comfort after heartbreak? His heart appears split down the middle, torn between the comfort of familiar love with Hope and the exhilarating uncertainty of something new with Daphne. This internal struggle paints Carter as a man at a crossroads, wrestling with desires that could define his path forward in both love and life. A man of charm and contradictions. Once upon a time, Carter was the epitome of the ideal partner, a man who seemed tailor-made for romance. With his striking good looks, sharp intellect, and unwavering loyalty, he was the kind of person who turned heads and captured hearts effortlessly. Fans often wondered why more women weren't vying for his attention, given his reputation as a devoted and principled partner. This was especially evident in his relationship with Hope, affectionately dubbed Cope by their admirers. Carter stood as her fiercest advocate, championing her place at Forrester Creations against all odds. He even veered into morally gray territory for her sake, orchestrating a daring move to seize control of the company from the Forrester family, claiming it was all in the name of protecting Hope's dreams. Yet, in a stunning turn of events, Carter later confessed that this ruthless act left him feeling unmoored, as if he'd sacrificed his own identity for love. This admission revealed a vulnerability in Carter that fans hadn't seen before, a man questioning whether his sacrifices were worth the cost to his soul. A change of heart and new beginnings. Following his tumultuous actions, Carter took a step toward redemption by relinquishing full ownership of Forrester Creations back to Eric, Ridge, and Steffi Forrester. This gesture seemed to signal a desire to reclaim his moral compass, to restore the integrity he felt he'd lost. Yet, even as he attempted to right his wrongs in the professional sphere, his personal life grew messy. His encounters with Daphne Rose have become increasingly charged, with stolen kisses that hint at a chemistry he can't easily dismiss. Each moment with Daphne seems to pull him further from the man he once was, tempting him with a carefree passion that contrasts sharply with the weight of his history with Hope. At the same time, Carter's mind remains tethered to Hope, unable to fully let go of the dreams they once shared. On May 1st, in a heartfelt conversation with Ridge, Carter admitted that he still longs to see Hope back at Forrester Creations, not just as a colleague, but perhaps as something more. This revelation underscores the depth of his unresolved feelings, painting a portrait of a man caught between rebuilding a past love and exploring an uncharted romance. The curse of the divided heart. A familiar pattern. Carter's current predicament raises the question of whether he's becoming yet another man on the bold and the beautiful, plagued by a divided heart. The show has no shortage of characters like Ridge and Liam, whose indecision in love has caused endless heartache for those around them. For Hope, who ended her marriage to Liam precisely because of his inability to fully commit, the last thing she needs is to fall for another man wrestling with similar demons. Carter, who has long been seen as a pillar of dedication, now faces a critical test of character. Will he emerge as a man of principle, choosing one path and committing to it wholeheartedly, or will he revel in the drama of having two captivating women vie for his affection? Daphne, with her enchanting beauty and bold confidence, offers a thrilling escape from the pain of his past. Meanwhile, Hope represents a deeper, albeit complicated, bond forged through shared struggles and dreams. Carter's choice will not only shape his future but also reveal whether he can resist the allure of indecision that has ensnared so many before him. A test of true intentions. This unfolding saga is more than just a love triangle, it's a crucible for Carter to discover who he truly wants to be. Daphne's charm is undeniable, her pursuit relentless as she paints vivid pictures of a life filled with spontaneity and passion. She challenges Carter to shed the burdens of his past and embrace a lighter, more liberated version of himself. On the other hand, his lingering feelings for Hope suggest a softer, more sentimental side, a longing for stability and the kind of love that withstands storms. This test could be the defining moment for Carter, forcing him to confront whether he values the excitement of new possibilities or the comfort of a love he's already fought so hard for. As the drama intensifies, fans are left to ponder whether Carter's heart will remain split, or if he'll summon the courage to make a decisive choice, even at the risk of heartbreak. The stakes are personal, but the fallout could ripple through the tightly knit circles of the Forrester and Logan families, altering dynamics in ways no one can predict. What lies ahead for Carter? As we watch Carter navigate this emotional minefield on The Bold and the Beautiful, the questions loom large. Will he reunite with Hope, rebuilding the foundation of trust and love they once had, or will Daphne's magnetic pull prove too strong to resist? Could Carter's indecision mirror the infamous romantic flip-flopping of Ridge or Liam, or will he chart a different course, proving himself as a man of conviction? This storyline is a masterclass in soap opera drama, weaving themes of love, regret, and self-discovery into a narrative that keeps viewers hooked episode after episode. What are your thoughts on Carter's divided heart? Do you think he'll find clarity soon, or is he doomed to repeat the patterns of the past? Next, we will uncover the intense drama and shocking revelations set to unfold on The Bold and the Beautiful this week. Prepare for a cascade of emotions as secrets come to light, hearts are tested, and unexpected alliances form in the glittering yet tumultuous world of Los Angeles high society. From Hope Logan grappling with devastating news about Liam Spencer to Daphne Rose's bold play for Carter Walton's affection, and Luna's persistent quest for a connection with Finn, there's no shortage of twists to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Let's dive into the intricate web of love, loss, and longing as we explore the latest developments that promise to reshape relationships and reignite old rivalries in the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families. Hope and the heartbreaking truth about Liam. This week, Hope Logan is poised to face a life-altering revelation that could shatter her world on The Bold and the Beautiful. Liam Spencer has been quietly battling a grave diagnosis, a secret he's kept tightly guarded to shield his loved ones from pain. Despite his efforts to maintain a facade of normalcy, the burden of this truth weighs heavily on those who know, especially Steffy Forrester. Last week, Steffi urged Liam to come clean with Hope, believing she deserves to understand the gravity of his situation, especially as the mother of his child, Beth. Yet Liam, ever protective, resisted, wishing to spare as many as possible from the sorrow of knowing his time is limited. In a selfless act, he even encouraged Hope to reconsider her bond with Carter Walton, hoping she'd have a strong shoulder to lean on when he's no longer there. This poignant gesture speaks volumes about Liam's character, a man placing others' futures above his own dwindling present. However, Steffi finds herself unable to carry the weight of this secret any longer. In an emotionally charged encounter next week, she arranges a private meeting with Hope, her sometime ally and sometime rival. As they sit face to face, the tension is palpable. Hope, sensing the gravity of the moment, questions Steffi with growing concern, "What do you want to talk about?" With tears streaming down her face, Steffi can barely muster the words, "It's about Liam." Hope's heart races as panic sets in, her voice trembling, "What? What about Liam?" Steffi's sobs fill the silence, a prelude to the bombshell she's about to drop. How will this devastating news reshape Hope's emotions and her fragile connection with Carter? Will it draw her closer to Liam in his final days, rekindling a bond forged through shared history and parenthood, or will it push her into a spiral of grief that alters every relationship in her life? The fallout from this revelation promises to be a pivotal moment for Hope, testing her resilience in the face of unimaginable loss. Daphne's daring move, a temptation Carter can't ignore? Amidst the emotional upheaval surrounding Hope, Daphne Rose seizes a golden opportunity to advance her romantic agenda with Carter Walton. Last week, Katie Logan didn't hold back, confronting Daphne with accusations of manipulating Carter and toying with the feelings of her niece, Hope. In the heat of the argument, Daphne let slip a surprising confession: she's genuinely fallen for Carter, a development even she didn't anticipate when she first entered his orbit. This unintended admission reveals a softer side to Daphne, suggesting her pursuit isn't merely a game but a reflection of deeper, unexpected emotions. Her feelings, however, come with a razor-sharp edge as she refuses to let anyone stand in the way of what she desires, even if it means ruffling feathers among the protective Logan clan. Next week, Daphne takes her campaign to the next level, approaching Carter with a direct and seductive plea. "Move on from hope," she urges with a sultry confidence, her eyes locked on his. "Start fresh with the woman standing right in front of you." Her words are laced with promise, her presence an intoxicating blend of allure and determination. The air crackles with tension as Carter, already torn by his lingering feelings for hope, faces this bold invitation. Will the magnetic pull of Daphne's charm, perhaps accentuated by the subtle fragrance of her signature jasmine perfume, draw him in once more? Or will his heart remain anchored to hope, especially as she navigates the turbulent waters of Liam's diagnosis? Daphne's gambit adds a layer of fiery intrigue to Carter's already complicated romantic landscape, setting the stage for a showdown of passion versus loyalty that could redefine his future. Luna's relentless quest, a father's heart in conflict. Meanwhile, Luna's return to the scene stirs up fresh tension in Finn's carefully balanced life. A recently discovered familial connection as Finn's cousin-turned-daughter, Luna has been relentless in her desire to forge a bond with him, despite obstacles like Liam's health crisis and a high-profile Forrester fashion show delaying their reunion. Her persistence mirrors a deep-seated yearning for acceptance, a need to belong after years of feeling like an outsider in a world of tangled family ties. Next week, Luna corners Finn with an emotional appeal that tugs at his heartstrings. "I know what a great guy you are," she says earnestly, her voice tinged with vulnerability, "and you wouldn't turn your back on your own kid." Her words are a direct challenge to Finn's sense of duty, reminding him of the compassionate nature that defines him, even as he grapples with the boundaries Steffi has set to protect their family from past dangers linked to his biological relatives.